nothing about your attention needs to be fixed tonight. If your mind has been skipping, loosening, touching one thought, and then another, that belongs here. If attention has felt brief, scattered, or hard to keep in one place, that belongs here too. You do not have to arrive gathered. You do not have to sound clear inside yourself. You do not have to hold one steady line from moment to moment. Attention shifts. It skips. It fades, then returns in pieces. It leans toward a sound, a memory, a half-finished thought. It drifts before anything is complete. None of that is outside the shape of being here. Sometimes the mind moves lightly and quickly. Sometimes it does not stay where you hoped it would stay. Sometimes it seems to pass over everything without landing for long. That is still a human mind. That is still welcome. The effort of trying to pin attention down can soften here. The inward bracing, the subtle reaching, the small strain of trying to keep hold of everything, none of it is required right now. Even if that effort has been with you for a while, it does not need to keep working in this moment. I am simply here with you in it. Not with a demand for steadiness. Not with a test of how well you can follow. Just here, while your attention moves in the way attention moves. When it jumps, nothing is lost. When it wanders, nothing is spoiled. When it thins out and then comes back, it does not need apology. You may already feel how relieving it is when nothing has to be held so tightly. How much softer it feels when the mind is not being corrected every second. Even a scattered moment can be allowed. Even an unfocused moment can rest. So if your attention keeps moving, let that be part of this too. If it flickers, if it skips, if it arrives only halfway, it is still enough to be here. Even now, with attention moving in its own way, nothing is lost. I am here, and there is room for all of it. And in that for all of it. You might imagine awareness like a lantern carried very softly through the dark. Not a sharp beam, not something that has to be aimed with precision. Just a warm lantern moving the way a warm lantern moves when the hand holding it is at ease. It reaches one corner for a moment. Then the light slips across the floor. Then it rests on nothing in particular. Even the places it barely touches are included in its circle. None of that means it has gone wrong. If attention drifts, it can drift the same way. It can touch a sound. It can brush against a thought. It can move toward the feeling of your breath, then away again before anything settles. The lantern does not need to apologize for moving. Your awareness does not need to apologize either. It can be warm without being fixed. Maybe it glows here for a moment. Maybe it slides gently elsewhere. Maybe it circles back without any plan at all. Still, the lantern is lit. Still, awareness is here. A little steady glow can remain, even when it does not stay on one thing. Nothing has to be held in place to make this a real moment of noticing. Again, the lantern wanders. It falls on a memory for a breath or two. Then it loosens. It finds the simple weight of the body. Then it loosens again. No correction is needed. No steadier hand is required. The light does not fail because it moves. It keeps a quiet warmth, and that warmth can be enough. And once more, the lantern drifts. It lands lightly on some passing inner fragment. Then on the quiet around that fragment. Then nowhere you could name for long. Even then, nothing is missing. Even then, you are not losing the thread, because no thread has to be gripped tonight. You do not have to keep attention gathered in one place. You do not have to prove presence by staying fixed. You do not have to maintain some perfect line of listening. Awareness can sway. It can pass over things lightly. It can dim and brighten and move on. The lantern remains a lantern. Its small weight stays easy in the hand, never asking for a tighter hold. You remain here, so the drifting can be included. The moving can be included. The moments that do not stay can be included too. Nothing about this has to be done correctly. Nothing about your attention has to become more still than it is. And maybe, from here, nothing about your attention has to become narrow either. It can stay loose, and it can also open. You might imagine the room around you becoming softly easier to feel all at once. Not one corner first, then another. Not one detail chosen over the rest. Just a gentle sense of space, already here, already wide enough. In this room, no single thing has to become the center. A sound can be here. The weight of your body can be here. A passing thought can be here too. None of them need to step forward. None of them need to step back. They can simply share the same open space without asking anything from you. You may notice how easy it is for more than one thing to exist at once. The faint sense of the air, the support beneath you, some unfinished little movement of mind. All of it can remain. Nothing needs to be cleared away, so something else can be noticed. This can be wide enough for all of it. And again, the room stays open. Maybe a feeling in the chest is present. Maybe a distant sound reaches you. Maybe some quiet fragment of thought passes through without fully forming. Even then, nothing has to be sorted. You do not have to decide what matters most. The room does not ask for that. It lets each impression arrive and rest in its own way. A feeling can stay soft at the edges. A sound can remain in the distance. A thought can come and go without being followed. And still, all of it belongs in the same wide noticing. Nothing has to be pushed out for this openness to remain open. And once more, let it be the whole room. The touch of clothing or blanket. The natural movement of breathing. The faint presence of mood, even if you could not name it clearly. They can all be here together, side by side, without crowding, near and far, inner and outer, all resting in the same soft spread of awareness. If something stands out for a moment, that is all right. If nothing stands out, that is all right too. The openness does not depend on perfect balance. It only asks for nothing. It can include what is clear and what is vague, what feels close and what barely brushes the edge of notice. So the room remains the room, wide enough for sound, wide enough for thought, wide enough for the body, for feeling, for the spaces in between. You do not need a center. You do not need a single place to rest on. This softer, wider way can hold more than one thing at once. And you can simply be here inside that openness, with nothing excluded. And in that same openness, you might imagine a lantern light spread through the room, with no single place it needs to land first. It does not search for what matters most. It does not pass over one thing so another can be chosen. It simply reaches, and whatever is here is already inside it. A sound can be here in the lantern light. The weight of your body can be here in the lantern light. A thought can be here in the lantern light too. None of them need to wait their turn. None of them need to become clearer. They can all rest in the same wide allowing. Maybe a distant sound remains at the edge. Maybe a feeling in the chest remains half formed. Maybe a thought passes through in fragments, not even asking to be finished. The lantern light does not ask any of them to explain themselves. It does not narrow around one or close against another. It lets each one be present in its own way. And again, a sound can be here. A sensation can be here. A thought can be here. Near or far, clear or vague, steady or passing. Nothing has to be filtered before it belongs. Nothing has to be pushed out so the rest can remain peaceful. The lantern light keeps falling softly on everything. On the touch of fabric or blanket. On the natural movement of breathing. On some small movement of mind, unfinished and untroubled by that. Inclusion does not make anything crowded. It only means there is room. Room for the body, room for sound, room for thought. And once more, the same light. A sound can appear within it. A sensation can remain within it. A thought can drift within it. None of them need a label. None of them need a decision. They do not disturb the openness by arriving. are simply included. And if some faint feeling has been with you all along, that can rest in the lantern light as well. Nothing arrives here as too much, and nothing arrives here in the wrong shape. Even a small memory, or only the sense of one, can remain without being opened or followed. The light stays warm and even. It meets the room, the body, the sound, the thought, with the same quiet welcome. And again, the lantern light spreads without choosing. The room around you is inside it. The breath moving on its own is inside it. A mood, a thought, a distant sound are inside it too. Nothing has to step out for peace to remain. The peace is in the allowing itself. So this awareness can stay like lantern light in a room that refuses nothing. Sound belongs. Sensation belongs. Thought belongs. Even what barely brushes the edge of notice belongs. And the allowing can go on by itself, softly, evenly, with nothing left outside. And as that allowing keeps going, the lantern light can seem less like something inside a room and more like something with no clear border at all. The walls do not need to disappear, yet they may stop feeling like the place where awareness ends. The corners do not need to be found. The center does not need to be held. Awareness can simply remain open, without edge, without middle. The lantern light keeps spreading softly. It reaches the sound in the distance. It reaches the weight of your body. It reaches a passing thought. And still, no line appears where it stops. No boundary has to be marked. No single point has to gather everything in. The light is simply open. Maybe the sense of the room grows less fixed now. Not gone, just less outlined. The blanket, the air, the faint movement of breathing can all be here, resting in the same field. And that field does not show an edge. It does not offer a center. It does not ask you to know where awareness is located. It has room without needing shape. Again, the same lantern light. It falls on sound. It falls on sensation. It falls on thought. Where could its border be? Nothing in this moment needs to answer. Where would its center be? Nothing in this moment needs to gather there. Awareness can stay edge-free, center-free, quietly here. And if some part of the mind still tries to feel for an outline, that too can rest in the light. The searching can appear. The openness remains. A thought can appear. The openness remains. A sound can appear. The openness remains. No edge is required for awareness to be complete. No center is required for awareness to be whole. And again, if the mind tries to place awareness somewhere, that is ordinary too. It is natural to look for an edge. It is natural to look for a center. Nothing has gone wrong if neither one can be found. The lantern light does not become uncertain. It stays open around the looking, and open after the looking softens. A little warmth under the blanket can be here in that openness. The touch of air near the face can be here. The steady heaviness of the body can be here. And still, the field has no seam to follow, no rim to arrive at. It is safe to let awareness be wide without finding its shape. So the lantern light goes on, not from one place, not toward another, just open enough for breath, for body, for thought, for all of it. Open with no visible seam. Open with no fixed middle. And in that soft field, nothing has to be located before it can belong. And because it already belongs, nothing more needs to be done. You do not need to keep awareness open. You do not need to hold it in place. You do not need to stay steady for it. It can rest by itself. If some part of you has been quietly bracing, that bracing can loosen now. If effort is still here, even that does not need to be pushed away. Nothing is asking more from you. You are safe enough to stop managing this moment. Whether attention feels clear or blurred or somewhere in between, this openness does not depend on getting it right. Whether you notice it closely or only faintly, it remains. Whether the mind speaks or quiets or drifts, it remains. Nothing more needs to be done. You can simply be here, the way you already are. Breathing without trying. Resting without arranging rest. Aware without working at awareness. This is enough. There is no need to return to a certain feeling. No need to preserve any sense of space. If it seems near, it can be near. If it seems far, it can be far. Presence is not delicate here. It is not lost just because attention wanders. If noticing grows soft, that is all right. If it brightens for a moment, that is all right too. This openness continues naturally, noticed or not. It does not need your supervision. It does not need to be checked on. Even the part of the mind that wants to help can rest. Even the habit of checking can grow quiet for a while. Nothing important is being missed. Nothing is slipping away. I am here with you in the quiet of this, not asking you to do anything with it, only keeping you company while everything settles in its own way. And its own way is welcome. Maybe the body is easy. Maybe it is simply present. Maybe the mind is spacious. Maybe it is passing through its ordinary motions. None of this has to be corrected. None of it prevents rest. The simple truth here is very quiet. Awareness can rest by itself. This moment can be just as it is. And you do not need to do anything more. And nothing begins in its place. This can simply stay open. Any little bit of effort still resting in the body can be left alone now. Any last trace of bracing can loosen or not. Nothing depends on that. If the mind keeps moving in faint, unfinished ways, that is natural. If it grows sparse, that is natural too. If sleep comes, it comes. If wakefulness remains, that can remain. If you hover somewhere between the two, that also belongs. This does not need a shape. It does not need a direction. You do not have to stay with these words. You do not have to leave them either. Hearing can grow softer tension can grow softer or gather for a moment, then thin again. None of that changes anything important here. I am still here with you, very quietly, not leading anywhere, just near, while everything is allowed to be as loose as it is. This can simply stay open. Breath or thought, or nothing much at all. A little drifting, a little resting, a blank patch, a soft return of noticing. None of it asks for an answer. None of it needs to become anything else. The room around you can be the room around you. The body can be carried by whatever holds it. The mind can dim, wander, pause, or keep a little motion of its own. You are still safe in this, even if it is only more quiet. And I remain here at the edge of it, with nothing to ask of you. Wide enough for drowsiness, wide enough for a little passing thought. All of that fits here. Nothing more is needed. Still all right.